So are we ready to start?
Yeah,
All right, Marko. It's April 1st.
it is. It is. And this is something I wanted to get out of my chest for a very long time. Uh, so, pretty much all the Reddit theories about everything, they've been correct. And the donut battery is. It is just a liquid electrolyte NMC cell or something like that. I don't even know those things, but we ordered a few cells from, was it Temu or AliExpress, something like that, in the fall last year, and then we really thought that let's do this big April Fools about solid states, and yeah, then it just got out of hand. Our marketing got excited, and we were like, what if we start the April Fools already at CES? And like, yeah, now in hindsight, that's maybe a bit dumb, but yeah, there it is. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, no. There's no scam. Donut battery is real. Forget everything I said. That was the April Fools. But now let's go and do this interview. I'm quite excited.
So, Marko, it's April 1st.
It is.
Should people believe anything you say today?
Well, they don't believe us on regular days, so I don't think the date will make it any worse.
That's a good point. There's been 5 weeks of these testing videos, independent verification, and the comments are still very heated.
Yeah, I mean, they are passionate. That's what I would say. And people say marketing is working when everybody has an opinion. So, in that sense, I think we've absolutely nailed it, I would say.
Someone asked online that why do you need all of this visibility if the battery is real?
Yeah, only a Finnish engineer would ever ask that. But to put it simply, visibility gets us lots of new customers without a single outbound email. That's helpful. But it also brings in top talent, opens doors with partners and with capital needed to scale up production. So, in short, I would say visibility is good for business. But we also wanted to show what this technology actually means in practice and educate people a bit, I guess. That's how adoption happens.
I don't think there's any other solid state company bringing technology to the market that has gone this far with all of the third party testing and public disclosure.
Yeah, great point. I don't think that most people realize that. And on the contrary, they think we are not sharing enough.
Well, is there anything you've been wanting to share that you haven't yet?
Well, there's one thing we haven't told anybody, but I don't know if I should say it right here.
Well, April Fool's is the perfect day to share something secret. You can always say that it wasn't true afterwards.
Yeah, well, I guess so. I think nobody's going to believe me anyway. So, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. But first, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, do it now. Whether you think, or whatever you think of what I'm about to say, you are going to want to see the rest of the series. So subscribe down below wherever it is, how these things work. So subscribe.
All right. What haven't you told us?
There are two batteries.
What do you mean, two? Like the theory that not all of the tests were done with the same cells.
No, no, nothing like that. Um, of course, they are the same. So, but what I mean is everything in the I Do Not Believe series, every VTT test, every episode, every single data point that you've seen so far, those results come from one battery. We call it version 1 or first generation or just V1 as stated on the cover of every VTT report we've put out. And then we have another battery called internally Gen 2 or V2 or just 2.0, which achieves way better results, or at least better results than what you've seen, like quite a bit.
So you mean that the results that people have been arguing about,
Yeah, for most companies, those results in this space, yeah, they would be still on their like 2030 roadmap or something like that. But for us, that's our previous generation battery.
and this new battery is better?
Yep, in almost every way that you can think of.
Well, is it a prototype or some sort of a lab cell?
No, 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 no. It's a real battery, and there's still, I guess, some IP related work going on and other things with our partners and so forth. But the plan is to still ship 2.0 batteries to real customers later this year in 2026.
But why did you then start the VTT series with version 1?
I guess because version 1 matters. I mean, it's still the world's first solid state battery in production vehicles. VergeTS has it, and their customer deliveries are right around the corner. And so this is genuinely a battery that will go into the history books.
So version 1 came first because it deserved to be introduced first.
Yeah, exactly. And it was ready to go into vehicles first. So it deserved its own moment, its own proof and validation, I would say. Many would argue that our first generation battery is already the best solid state battery in the world. So we wanted to let a respected third party like VTT analyze it and hear what the experts think about it to give it the attention it deserves. And that's what this series has really been all about, I guess.
But if version 2 is already ready to ship soon, what happens next? Will you be testing that battery as well?
Yeah, that's season 2. So after we're done with all the third party testing on the current battery, we will do exactly the same with 2.0, just maybe less teasing and more action, but that has been the plan all along. So, no, we're not done yet, and people may need to order some more popcorn. We are really trying to provide a complete multimedia experience here.
So, in a way, this isn't a pivot, it's more of a sequence.
Yeah, exactly. And there is another reason as well. If you notice, many of our competitors, especially from China, if you can say that, have been busy publishing their solid state roadmaps. And in a way, our battery announcement seems to have triggered this snowball effect of some kind across the entire solid state battery industry.
Yeah, we've noticed that.
Yeah, so um, that's kind of exactly why we kept one of our best cards, the version 2 battery, up our sleeve. And it's a bit like three-dimensional chess. You have to time your moves properly. And now that everyone has shown what they have, we are ready to, or at least getting ready to play our next card. And unlike many of those announcements you've heard, the 2.0 battery is not something years away. We are really talking about the battery going into production vehicles in 2026. And that's not something that anybody.
Sorry. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
What can I get for you? Do you want some other coffees?
Yeah, I could have an espresso, please.
Okay, espresso. How about you?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Okay. Anything else? Any other question? Please let me know. Like anything.
No, no, we don't have any questions.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, we sure. Yeah, just the
Okay.
espresso, please.
Just espresso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming right up.
How about energy density? That's what everyone's been waiting for.
The final boss of the comment section.
Yep. When do we get it?
Uh, you never ask a woman her age, and you never ask a battery its weight. That's how I see it. Seriously though, there are many more episodes in this season. You just need to have some patience. And what I can say maybe is that out of these two batteries, 2.0 has higher energy density.
I also have to ask about the cycle life. Have you really measured the 100,000 cycles?
Of course not. I mean, we would have literally had to start testing like a decade ago. So obviously, no, we haven't done that. So at CES, we shared that our battery is designed for 100,000 cycles. Obviously, that's an estimate projected from a much, much smaller number. And as you know, cycle life really depends on a lot of things like charge rate, operating conditions, state of charge, temperature, duty cycle. It's never just one number, and even the test setup affects the result. In a way, every company does it a little bit differently. But of course, there are some numbers that people like to compare, like Coulombic efficiency. Many have been speculating on donut battery Coulombic efficiency for like a while now, I guess.
Is there anything you can reveal about it?
Well, maybe I can reveal another secret today. So when it comes to Coulombic efficiency, donut battery is like straight up alien technology from Area 51 or something. For example, if we ran a test right now with like something extreme like 5C charge and discharge from 0 to 80 for hundreds of cycles, the Coulombic efficiency of donut battery would likely still remain above 1.0 like throughout the whole test.
Well, that definitely sounds like something you'd share on April Fools. How is that even possible? I thought that Coulombic efficiency is a number that's supposed to stay below one.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, the experts will tell you that this goes against the fundamental laws of physics, like I guess the entire battery. But you really need to ask yourself, if we did publish results like this, do you think it would help our case, or like would people actually believe them? A battery that just seems to get better the more you use it.
Reddit would be normal about it.
Yeah, yeah. Reddit would be very calm and very measured about it, sure.
So, what does that mean in practice?
Well, it's not that simple. I mean, while Coulombic efficiency may say that, hey, I'm 1.05 the whole time, there could still be other signals that show that something is happening to the capacity. They may or may not be signs of long term degradation like Coulombic efficiency, but they could still affect performance. So, this stuff is really much more complex than just looking at one number like Coulombic efficiency or something like that. And that's why, in the end, our focus is not on chasing one perfect number for a spreadsheet. Our focus is making sure the battery lasts in the real world for the lifetime of the vehicle. That's what matters. And however you look at it, we really believe that our batteries will outperform the competition in real world durability.
What about material composition? Everyone keeps asking that as well.
Well, that's a future conversation for sure. I mean, we just love to follow the speculation online. So it may actually take a while before we do that.
If there's a better version 2 battery, shouldn't we all just skip the rest of season 1 and go directly to season 2?
Well, what if the version 2 battery is just April Fools?
Is it?
I guess you need to watch the episodes and find out, or browse Polymarket and see what people are saying, something like that. But yeah, you'll need to You'll need to continue following to figure it out.
All right, shifting gears. I heard rumors that you're selling merchandise now.
We are. We are.
A battery company selling hoodies.
Well, to be more accurate, battery, motor, software, electric mobility company selling hoodies. But yeah, look, these videos are not cheap to make. The VTT testing, the production, the editing, the equipment. We do this every single week and we are only halfway through or something like that. And we are already over budget. So yeah, we decided to sell merch and we really hope people like them. I mean, we worked hard to make them really nice. And maybe we could even take a look at them if you can like project them on the screen. I can just explain. So let's start, for example, from the OG I Do Not Believe hoodie. It's premium quality, built to last way longer than this series, which is for a very long time. And then we have the official skeptic cap for our most dedicated viewers.
You mean you're selling a tinfoil hat?
Yeah, I mean, this one famous YouTuber, I will not name names, but he wore it in his video. So we thought if people are going to question our technology, they might as well look good while doing it. And so, yeah, we copied the idea, let's put it this way. Then we have the energy density mug. Contents, of course, only under NDA. We actually considered printing the energy density number on it, but then the creative director tackled us, and so it's hidden. And then we have the I Want to Believe t shirt.
I want to believe.
Yeah, I know. It's for people who are not sure yet, which based on our comment section is like most of the internet. So we thought that what would be the best seller, and yeah, we came up with the I Want to Believe. But there's a lot more. I mean, we really have something for everybody. Even for the most devout donut deniers, we have something for you. Our creative director has been really busy with this stuff.
Where do people find this and when are they available?
Well, I guess you already know the website, idonotbelieve.com. You'll find it there. Pre-order now. We are shipping soon, like end of Q1 2026. I mean, end of Q2. Yeah, something like that. But pre-order, you can already do pre-orders, and yeah, please do pre-orders. Yeah.
All right. Last question. It is April 1st. How much of what you just said is actually true?
Well, if I said all of it, many people, I guess, wouldn't believe me. That's just how it works nowadays. But on the other hand, if I say it's just April Fools, then at least the skeptics will think it must be true, right? So I don't know. What do you think?
I think you're avoiding the question.
Yeah. You know what? I actually regret this whole thing today. I shouldn't have shared all of that stuff. I'll get into trouble. I mean, we shouldn't have done this. We shouldn't have done this interview. Can someone ask the creative director if we could just release the energy density video? I mean, we recorded that already. Like, can we just put that one out and forget the thing we've just filmed?
That is not allowed. That is not possible. Engagement metrics require continued ambiguity.
Come on, like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't think anybody is going to believe anything that I've said.
Well, the Asinoid just said no. So I'd suggest let's just go with this now. We don't have much time and this really needs to go live today.
I guess, yeah. Okay. If Asinoid says so. Well, I guess that's then the interview. Uh, remember to subscribe, as I said, up or down or wherever it is. Subscribe, and because there are more episodes coming. And when this season ends, I guarantee today is going to make a lot more sense. Or it won't. Was that a good take?
Yeah, I think that was great. Thank you very much, Marko.
All right.
Yeah, thanks everyone.